Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing really good. So I have a really amazing question, or not, no, it wasn't a question actually, it was just a comment, but she got me thinking. I'll read it to you as we get in, or before I start the reading, but bottom line is this will be a simple update to check in and see whether or not Trump will actually be able to get away to another country when things get really tough. So, yeah. Okay, anyway, let me just bring over my table and I'll take you through it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I decided to use Ciro Marchetti's Kipper. And so the question I'm putting into the cards is, will Trump escape to another country when legal issues come to a head? I'm not picking up flippers today. Decided that ahead of time. So this will be an update. I think I've read on this a couple times already. But it has been quite some time since I've seen the cards that indicate getting away to another country come through in his weekly readings like I used to get all the time. And I think it's a really good point that Elena had dropped into the comments about all the beefed up security that they now have, both he and Kamala, because of the, the assassination attempts on Trump. And of course, Trump gets to pick his own two Secret Service dudes. That's what former presidents get. But I think they did because he's a contender, because he's running again. I think they've assigned more. So anyway, let me just focus in on Trump. Leave out the rest of that, but let's see. So let's say if he will try to get away, and then if he does try, would he be successful? Like I've said before, the only way I could imagine that he could do it would be to, or even try to, would be to hitch a ride on a Saudi plane that came into one of his golf tournaments, at one of his clubs. Now that LIV, now I guess PGA kind of sold their rights. You guys correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I'm not at all connected to the golf world. But I thought I read that PGA had sold out or given up some percentage of their business to LIV, and LIV is Saudi, I believe, Saudi run. I could be wrong about that too, but to see MBS, Mr. Bonesaw, come to Trump's golf tournaments, that's a little alarming. And we know his plane. We know that Trump's plane could not make it to Dubai, which is where I saw him going before. But now that things are different, since the assassination attempts, will he continue? Does he still have plans? Or could he? Will he? And if he tries, will he make it? Okay, that would have to do with something, a new start, some brand new beginning that's kind of small. He is thinking of his safety. He is really worried about Jack Smith coming after him. Yeah. Now there's some hiding. There's some the worry about hidden enemies. The worry of danger, most of all. The worry of danger. New dangers because of Jack Smith. It's like occupying all the space in his head is what I'm getting there. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I don't think he would be able. I think something has shifted, you guys. Okay, now that's my card for 1 to 2 years. So let's keep going because I need more info here. Or actually, hold on. I know my camera takes up a little more room on this right side. Once it's all said and done, things don't look the same way as they do through my viewfinder. So, okay, here we go. We're all set now. Look at the whole story here. At least for now. Who knows? I might have to do another update later. Oh, no, there's the changing and trying to get out of Dodge card. Okay, let's see. So, these two cards are come up often for him. So opening up the reading, as the jury trials progress, he's going to be even more, he's going to have to be, he'll be like confronting, he'll be in a psychological crisis mode. Now this card is a lot like the Tower in the tarot, of course, because things are blown open and you can't deny it anymore. So this is where he is. He really, really is worried about these trials, and especially the January 6th trial, the one about the election subversion or election. It's actually election fraud. But that new 165-page filing has really got him going. And it's him, and he's just thinking internally, and he's worried about Jack Smith coming after him. And he is. Jack Smith is. Okay, so let's look at the four corners. There has been a change. There has been a change because of the jury, or because of the trials, and the judicial process, and because, to have both of these cards in the same reading and to have them occupy the corners is really important. So there's change because of the new discovery, the new filing, the paperwork coming forward, and the legal process. And he does have a lot of problems. He's looking forward to a lot of years behind bars. We're talking treason, right? That's pretty much the important piece. New psychological problems, new levels of depression, based on the meetings that Jack Smith has had with Mike Pence. It was Mike Pence that went in and gave all that information in just last month, September. I'm doing this reading on October 5th, I think. 5th or 6th. I think it's the 6th, actually. So yeah, the meetings from Mike Pence and everyone else, depositions. They had to come in and go before the bench of Jack Smith, go into Jack Smith's deposition area and give whatever information they had. And so that's what Mike Pence did. That's what many other people did. And that's what that's all about there. A lot of wheels turning, a lot of information to sift through. This is also my card for, like using AI. It's like automation is one of the keywords of this card. Jack Smith has a lot on him, and he's worried. Like, this is, to him, Jack Smith is an enemy. I'm trying to read this like through Trump's eyes, or, psyche. Jack Smith is a dangerous enemy to him. He knows that he has information that people have gone in and given testimony. Okay? And the new testimony that they've given, Trump knows that they have flipped. This is a flippage card, this is a flippage card, and this is the oh crap, what do I do now card. This is like the Nine of Swords reversed in that it doesn't go, it's worse and it doesn't go away. It's the keywords for this card for me are being tortured with worry and stress. And what he's really worried about, of course, is prison and maybe making license plates. Wouldn't that just be like the most ironic, most beautiful justice in the world? And then here's Trump totally worried about the danger that he's in because he doesn't have loyalty anymore. This is a card of loyalty and success. He doesn't have that anymore. And over time, yeah, he'll try to find some new, he could still kind of have it in his back pocket to try and find new partnerships. But I don't have the card for other countries coming in here. And to have the imprisonment card, if I were using the Lenormand, this would be like the mountain, where there's a huge obstacle. Jack Smith has support, new levels of support even, to watch Trump. Trump is being watched. Here's a supportive person. This could be Alex Whiting. And this could be, the whole team. There could be a lot of mature men who are watching, supporting, and watching for Jack Smith. And Trump is not able to do anything about that. He is being watched. He is feeling leveled. This whole column right here is pretty bad. And then these two cards knighting together up here to the bad health card tells me he really is, we're talking bad mental health. I mean, even if he wasn't in, just think if, even if you weren't in cognitive decline like he is, the amount of stress on him now because things are narrowing down. I mean, my goodness, here we're going to have pretty soon that documentary, all about Roy Cohn and the, the building of The Apprentice or whatever like that. That's going to be out, or it is out already, I guess. But also remember, Rachel Maddow's documentary From Russia with Lev is just damning. So, what's sticking in my mind was something that Liz Cheney said when she was campaigning for Kamala. She was talking about how unconstitutional and how illegal, Trump's actions had been because the people had voted and even the courts had their rulings. They went through their process and had their rulings, and even the Electoral College had voted and, basically went down the line of exactly what happened. And then when he lost the 2020 presidential election, I think her words were something about like he resorted to crimes to try to stay in office. So that's what all of these cards are about, but I don't see him getting away because the imprisonment card came through. We've got a change card here, but the change is about the legal proceedings, right? And the people who have flipped, his inner circle that has flipped. This is his inner circle here, and the walls, 4 walls that occupy like his brain. Yes, he is a blockhead. But people flipping are here and here. Him being helpless, hopeless, really tortured, and down about it, really down about it. The change has brought, Jack Smith has ushered in this change that has just leveled him. Hasn't buried him yet, but he's leveled. So, I imagine it takes everything he has to just, go out and do a rally. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not seeing him get away because, we would have other cards like, well, this one. This would be the one to get away. But it's next to the house and his reputation, yeah. So I get, if there's enough of you that want a grand tableau on this subject, let me know. Or for now, I'll just upload this and see what you guys get. Let's see. Here's another way we could look at it. The imprisonment card is his obstacle. This is his secrets coming out and possibly being imprisoned, right? It knights to the family room, which is, this is possible house arrest here. And he might not mind that so bad, and it might not be worthwhile to him to even try to get away to another country if that's all he has. And the adjudication card up here, which I renamed adjudication because that word is not even, this deck was supposed to be like end of the century, like in the Industrial Revolution and all that, but anyway, that's a squirrel moment, a diversion, but if you see that little A in there and wonder what's wrong with the artwork, it's because I drew it in there. Because adjudication is not a real name, a real word in our legal legal system. Anyway, obstacle, restriction, major restriction based on all the testimony that people have brought forward. And an obstacle, restriction, imprisonment that has him just feeling very helpless. And there's not a thing you can do about it. And also, when it comes to timing, this card is 3 to 6 months. This card can be 6 months up to 2 years. But the answer about this card, also, this is what happens, the cards leading up to it show what's happened over the last 6 months, right? So a change in his health and his hopelessness actually. And then here we have Jack Smith's team and new flippage going on here, right? And those are dangerous people to Trump now. Like we're talking Jack Smith, probably maybe even Mike Roman, who knows? I'm going to read on him next. But anyway, the pathway card here just shows that within the next 6 months to 2 years, he might have some new bonds, some new partners. But it would be based only on money. And I can't say that they would be trustworthy at all because this card, Knights to the false person card, it would be somebody that just takes his money from him, takes the money from him and then does whatever they want with it. Because all of these cards lined up around the loyalty cards it doesn't add up, doesn't work well. So even if he does pay some money or his sons get some money together or some plans together in another country, I'm not seeing it, Like I said, if we were to see it, we would have had like this card close to this card, success, loyalty, this card, and then some good cards around it. But no, we don't even get this card coming out. Instead, we get this card. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get this uploaded. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday, and I'll be back soon. Bye.